Hello, thriving friends. Welcome to the room. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Akwaba. hmm Wherever you are joining us from, we're excited to have you. Today is a new day, is a new week. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? Welcome in the room. All right, we are streaming live on multiple platforms. So I love to show this slide wherever you are joining us from. Facebook on multiple pages, Four Star Radio and TV on my personal page, Thrive with Doc G. And then we are also on YouTube, Thriving Generation with Dr. G. We are streaming also on LinkedIn, on my personal page, Great Kakari. And then what else? And on Twitter, Thrive with Doc G. Wherever you are, please, as you join, go ahead and share the video. Go ahead and like the video. That is how we can get the message across. That is how we can let people know that we are here and we are doing something awesome. So please take a moment to share wherever you are joining us from. And I hope I'm not on mute today. So as soon as you get on, say hello so that I know that it's working fine. Oh, hi, Isaac. Isaac, can you hear me all right? Is everything good at your end? You are watching from LinkedIn, I see. Let's see what Isaac will say. But all our friends, come on and join us in the room. I'm using one screen today, so I'm going to take a second to look at all the other platforms, make sure that we are live. So let me see right now on Facebook. I think we are. It's working great on Facebook. Yay, yay, yay. And let's see where we are on Twitter. Let's see. Beautiful. We are live as well. So then I'll give everybody a second as we share the links with our friends, our loved ones. Go ahead and share. Today is a wonderful day. Hey, yes, all good on LinkedIn. Hoo hoo, hoo hoo. Okay, LinkedIn folks is good. Facebook, where are you? Facebook people, where are you? YouTube people, where are you? Usually, I don't like to go and check on YouTube because when I click on it, the sound interferes with whatever I'm doing. Okay, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. I told you. As soon as you click on it, it turns to play. It doesn't give you the opportunity to mute before you pick the screen. Beautiful. So this week we are going to end our holistic wellness series. We've been working so hard on this and it's been an amazing time. We've been sharing a lot. Give me a second. Let me make sure this is good here. Let me call my people. People come and join. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm doing background message checking. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. All right. I think we are good to go. I think we are good to go. Let's see this one. hmm There we go. Beautiful. All right, I'll go ahead and get started then. So, depending on the platform you are on, you may be given multiple options. Some of the options will say like, some of the options will say share, some of the options will say subscribe, some will say support, some will say whatever is at your end. But please go ahead and follow, like, share, subscribe on any of the platforms you are on. That is how we get the message out there. So, I appreciate anything you can do to support us today. All right, we've been exploring holistic wellness for a while now. We've been looking at different health and wellness dimensions, and these are the 8 dimensions we've been guided by to this point. We've talked about the fact that there are several out there. These are not the ultimate, right? But we chose to go with the 8 dimensions of health and wellness because it gives you the broader view, it gives you all the elements that you need, right? We could go with the 3, which will be mind, body, soul. But sometimes you wonder what goes into the mind, what goes into the body, what goes into the soul. And all you can go with the six. Sometimes the six will take out the financial wellness piece or the occupational wellness piece. They kind of take one here, one there, depending on the organization, depending on what their focus is. One is not right, one is not wrong, depending on what you want to focus on. But since we are thriving friends and we want to thrive in all areas of our lives, we are going with the eight health and wellness dimensions. So, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Dr. Grace Kakari. I go by Dr. G. I'm a success and wellness advocate. On this platform, we talk about everything success and holistic wellness. So if this is something you are interested in, you are at the right place. So join us. Um, let's move on to our theme. We've been guided by the theme that a balanced, thriving life demands paying attention to several aspects of a person's life. So, just as I said, we are the thriving friends, we are the thriving generation. If we want to have a balanced life, if we want to thrive in all areas of our lives, we need to pay attention to these dimensions of wellness. So today we are looking at 8 ways to live a holistic life. I'm pretty sure you'll say, hey, you said eight because of the 8 dimensions you are going by. Well, you are not wrong. Because there are 8 dimensions we are sticking with, the eight is all good, right? Hey, Dr. AC. Dr. AC just joined us. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear good on YouTube? I see you are joining from YouTube. Is everything okay from that end? Please let us know. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So, thinking about holistic wellness, my friends, I think we should take a moment and wonder what it is. But this slide, or this presentation, or this talk, or this sharing that we are doing today, it's supposed to end like the 8 weeks. This will be our ninth week or our 10th week on this. I think ninth or 10th week on holistic wellness. But I'm kind of summarizing everything today, like introduction to holistic wellness. You can call it holistic living, you can call it holistic wellness 101, whatever you want to call it is fine. But when we talk about holistic wellness, please know that it is not a product. We are not selling a product. If you go anywhere and somebody's selling a product, think twice about it. Holistic wellness, holistic living, holistic well being is not a product. It is also not a process or a technique, right? It's not a technique. I think that's what I want to say. It's not a technique that somebody teaches you and then you live by this technique. No, it's rather a balanced way of life, a balanced and sustainable way of life. So even as we are learning, it's not just going to happen until we do something about it. It has to be part of our lifestyles. It has to be part of everything we do every day. And I see that Dr. AC is affirming that the audio is good on YouTube. Thank you so much. I think Facebook folks also said it's good. So we are ready to proceed then. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. Thank you so much. So then let's go straight into checking some of the ways we can live a holistic lifestyle. What can we do on a daily basis to make sure that things are well with us? And definitely, we are going to stay with the 8 dimensions of wellness, health and wellness, or holistic wellness, emotional wellness, spiritual wellness, occupational wellness, physical wellness, financial wellness, intellectual wellness, environmental wellness, social wellness. We've taken the time to go through these individually. So if you missed any of them, please check our YouTube channel. We have the videos there. So, what do we do? I just want to remind you that don't be worried if you see less anywhere, either the 7 or the 6 or the 3. It's still fine. We are looking at you as a person, you as a unique being. What is good for you? What do you need? If you think that you're already thriving in the financial world, your financial well-being is going on so great, and you don't want to focus your attention on at this very stage in your life, then you should probably be looking at maybe the 7 dimensions of health and wellness without the financial piece. But just know that you can't ignore it totally. You should be probably thriving in that area to decide that you are ditching this dimension. You may go for the 6 dimensions if you're already thriving in your occupation and you think, okay, I need to focus on these other areas. I'm okay in this one. That is okay. At the end of the day, it's about you. At the end of the day, these are just resources, these are just information. You look at it, you explore, you see what will work for you as a person and what wouldn't work for you. You just move on. Okay, just take it like that. It's a guide. A guide is a guide. So we are trying to connect between all the dimensions, and we are going to have a closer look at each of them as we summarize this week. Let's think about physical wellness. If we are going to think of ways of living holistically, like I said, it's something we have to do every day. It's something we have to work on every day. It's something that has to be part of our way of life. So, can you think of how you can improve your physical wellness? I have some tips to share with you. I think that some people enjoy vigorous physical activity, and those people may enjoy going to the gym. Other people enjoy calm, relaxing physical activities, and there is no right or wrong way. You should probably speak to your medical professionals. They recommend some amount of vigorous exercise each week and some amount of, calm exercise each week. So you have to get a good balance. Even if you don't like running, maybe you should incorporate some cardio. Even if you don't like cardio, you should incorporate some kind of something that makes you sweat, because it's recommended that you sweat for some hours in the week, right? So think about that. But when it comes to your physical wellness, please make sure you are moving each week. Whatever you need to do to get in your steps, whatever you need to do to get your body moving. I've used this example before, and I think I have to repeat it again because maybe other thriving friends didn't hear us. You see how we maintain our cars. You see how we maintain our homes, things that are valuable to us. We buy insurance and put on them. And then we make sure that if there is anything to be fixed, we fix it in time before it goes bad, because when it goes bad, usually it's more expensive to fix than to maintain. So on most people across the world, we take our cars for servicing at a period of time, maybe every 1 year. You go and change the oil, or at least you check it, or every 6 months or something. People have different routines, but you all have this that you do for your valuables. Your body should be valued. Okay, it's going to carry you far. You can be very rich, but if you are sick, you can't enjoy your money as much. There are several rich people who have died and left their money's behind. Why? Because if the body decides not to go anymore, you can't do anything about it. If your heart fails, the heart has failed. If you don't get a new heart, you don't get a replacement. That is it. That is it. So the physical wellness is very important. The good thing is that you are sometimes able to see the changes as you make them. So if I decide that I need to lose weight and as I start exercising, I'm likely to see the weight loss physically. I'm likely to get motivated and do more. So whatever physical condition you have, you can dedicate some time to working on it. And even if you don't have a condition, you don't have to wait to get one. Start eating healthy. Start investing in the food that goes into your body. Remember, it's the engine, it's the machine that is going to take you far. At 50 years, when some of us are enjoying ice cream, you can't enjoy ice cream because maybe by that time the doctor says, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat this, don't eat that. But you probably want to enjoy with your grandchildren. So, this is the time for us to take care of our physical wellness. Invest in the activities that excite you. Some people love swimming, some people don't know how to swim. I can't recommend that go swimming. Some people love yoga, some people don't enjoy yoga. I can't recommend that go for yoga. You have to explore and see what works for you. I don't like walking as much as I like running, but sometimes I don't want to run. So if I don't want to run and I don't want to walk, what do? I have to do something in place of that. So then I can do Zumba. You have the music on, you shake your body, you jump around. That is also physical activity. You get some sweat going. You've done the workout for the day. And it's recommended that you have at least 30 minutes workout each day. So try and see if you can walk 10 minutes here, maybe you can dance 10 minutes here, maybe you can stretch 10 minutes there. However you want to spread it around, make sure you are getting the physical activity you need each week. Well, the next one will be intellectual wellness. I remember last week we had, it wasn't last week, 2 weeks ago, we had a wonderful session on intellectual wellness where Dr. Betha Ayi visited us and shared some great tips with us. Building your intellect, making sure that your brains are active and you are expanding in whichever area you are in. We all don't have to read medical books, okay? We will not see it beneficial if that is not our field. But if you are in engineering, make sure that you are expanding your intellect there. If you are in fashion designing, make sure that you're expanding your intellect there. If you are in teaching, make sure that you are familiar with the latest pedagogy. Like you know your stuff, you are doing your stuff, you are thriving in that area. So that will be for you. Find a community, a group, a society that is expanding in that particular area and join them. You have some discussions with them, you share your questions, and you thrive. It's good to thrive by yourself. You can do well by yourself. I know we are thriving friends, we are doing great, but connecting with others who are doing great in those areas can also be helpful. So if you're interested in business, find other people who are in the area, like doing the business you are. Always there is somebody doing better than you, and always there is somebody doing less than you are, and you can learn from each other, you can explore. And sometimes when you mentor somebody, you also learn. As you help people solve their problems, you solve your own problems, or you get better ideas and do bigger things. So don't withhold your knowledge too. Learn to share with others. All right, so the next thing we will be talking about will be financial wellness. This one is very, very nice. I love financial wellness. Sometimes we think that it's all about money, but it's much more than money. It's your ability to create wealth, learn how to spend it, and grow it. Do you know how to grow money? Because if we are only going to earn and spend, then we won't go far. We won't go far. We will live on paycheck to paycheck. I'm sure you've heard that before. Before the month ends, you are in a rush. You are waiting for the check because you don't have anything to live on. If you don't receive the check, if anything happens, then you lose your job. You are going to be in need. You are going to be in critical need. We don't want to be in that space as thriving friends. We want to make sure that we are investing broadly. We've talked about health insurance, and especially those of us with children, we have to make sure that we are leaving behind a legacy for them. You don't know when you will die. For that, we are not afraid of death. Oh, if you're afraid, I'm sorry. But death is part of life. We were born one day, we are here to explore, expand, thrive, and then we will die one day. When that time comes, make sure that you are well prepared to move on. If you have children, you've left something behind. You are not in debt. You are not going to leave debt behind for people to pay for it. I don't think that is fair. That is not fair. I don't think that is fair. Even if you're not leaving anything behind, don't leave debt behind. The money you have spent, don't let someone else pay for it. So check your financial wellness, see how you can manage your income, your debts, your savings. What are some of the opportunities out there to expand? What are some of the opportunities out there to invest? There are several resources on Facebook. Just make sure you are not falling into any scam. Anything that promises you too much may be too much. Okay, just make sure that wealth is grown over time. Douglas Ezef, the Nigerian millionaire who joined us a few weeks ago, shared that with us. It doesn't just come overnight. So if anybody's promising you overnight wealth, please be careful. Take your time and build your wealth and enjoy it for a long period of time. All right, environmental wellness, our ability to protect our planet, the air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we have, preserving the areas we live and work. We talked about having some plants at home. We talked about making sure that you are not polluting. Where you can recycle, please recycle. How do we keep the environment going? Okay. How do we avoid unnecessary pollution? We all contribute to it somehow. Okay. If you don't need new clothes, don't go and buy new clothes, because the more we are buying, we don't have places. It's just trash. It's just trash. If you can recycle, recycle. If you can reuse something, reuse. That is how we are going to keep our environment safe. We are going to keep ourselves safe and preserve it for the next generation. It's not always about us. As thriving friends, we are not just thinking about us. That is selfish. We are thinking about the next generation too. Are we leaving something behind for them? Are we making sure that they can also enjoy this planet that we had the opportunity to enjoy? Think about that and think about ways you can make your environment pleasant for others and for yourself too. All right, let's think about some other wellness, right? Spiritual wellness. Huh. Do you remember spiritual wellness? We talked about spiritual wellness. Spiritual wellness is not the same as religion. There may be some intercession there. Your spiritual wellness talks about your personal beliefs, it talks about your values, it talks about having meaning in life, having a purpose in life, having balance, and having peace. Do you have all of these things? Are you working on these things? What is helping? What is not helping? There are resources out there. You can also explore the video we recorded last couple of weeks about spiritual wellness. You can improve your spiritual wellness. First of all, you have to know what you believe in and what formed that foundation. What is that foundation? What made you believe in what you believe in? What made you go for this particular direction and not that particular direction? And take some time to also understand the perspective from others. You can't just be close-minded thinking that my way is right and that is it and it's final. Your way may definitely be right, but you may have to understand why others are believing what they are believing in, why they are making the choices they are making, so that you can even advise appropriately or support appropriately. If somebody comes to you and asks you, why do you believe in what you believe in? How can I also believe in that? You should know the foundation of what you are believing in, not because your mama or your papa or your friends introduced you to it. You should know your values, you should know your beliefs, you should know the meaning of life. You should get to a point where you have balance and peace. You understand why you are here on earth. You understand what you are doing and you are comfortable with it. That is the space I want to be. I'm not there yet. I'm working on it. But I hope you are also working on it. You are not just going with the flow. You are taking time every day to understand who you are, why you are here, and what you are made of. So that will be spiritual wellness for you. And then social wellness. We need to connect socially. We need to have healthy relationships with friends, with family, with our colleagues, with the community. We have the need for others. We need people in our lives. Sometimes we work so hard, but in order to enter that door, you are knocking on a certain door. You need somebody to open it for you. It's not always that you are able to open doors by yourself. We need people in our lives. We need people to talk to. I need you to be here. So I need to see you here, right? If I don't connect with you, you are not here. And beyond the screen, I need real people in my life. I need my family. I need my friends. What about you? Take some time to build healthy friendship, healthy relationship, not friends that takes us for granted, not people who do not help us in our growth to thrive in. I'm sorry about my nose. Okay, so now maybe it's maybe the time that you pick up the phone and say hello to somebody and text somebody and say, can you meet for lunch? Can you meet for coffee? People of all ages. It doesn't just have to be your age group. Older folks are wonderful. I love older folks because they give the advice. They've lived some of the life that we are now living, and you're able to learn from them. Younger kids are also great because you're able to advise and you're also able to sometimes step back a little bit and see that life is not as big as you are making it seem, right? We are in the middle ages and we get overwhelmed and we get stressed. Connect with all kinds of people, all age ranges, and let's learn from each other. Let's keep track of what we need. Let's keep track of healthy relationship. Get rid of those that are not helpful. As we are expecting that people will impact our lives, we should also be ready to impact theirs. All right, so let's look at emotional wellness. What is emotional wellness? I think emotional wellness has a lot to do with how we're able to manage our feelings and how we're able to express our feelings. So, where did my thing go? Okay, there it is. All right, there it is. So, how we able to express our feelings? How we able to manage our feelings? How we able to cope with stress? Are we able to express it? How we able to grieve? How we able to enjoy exciting news? Um, the balance, right? We are always going for the balance, living and working out and letting people know from time to time how we feel. Okay, if somebody hurts you, are you able to express it? Some of us are not very verbal, but again, it goes back to that social relationship, being able to separate yourself from unhealthy relationship, because sometimes we are dependent on people to fill our emotional gaps for us, and that is not healthier either. We have to learn how to cope with our feelings. We have to learn that this is time for grieving. I'm going to take the time to grieve, and then this is the time for joy. I'm going to take the time to celebrate. There is time and place for everything. You don't go to somebody's funeral and when people are grieving, that's the time you are laughing because you choose to be happy. It's not appropriate, right? But as a person, you have to know for yourself there is time for everything. When you are tired, you are tired. Know the difference. When you're excited, you're excited. Know the difference. So that what will help will be reflecting each day on your emotions. People love to journal, write it down, record it, your feelings, your thoughts, see how things are going for you. Develop habits that helps you with your feelings. So when you are angry, what will help you get rid of the anger? When you're excited, what are some of the healthy ways to celebrate so that you don't end up depending on alcohol for every celebration or depending on drugs for every stress you go through? Finding healthy ways to express your emotions. And then we move on to occupational wellness. We need to learn how to participate in activities that provide us with joy and purpose and in line with our values. So you see how even all these dimensions of wellness are connected? You can't separate them. You know, as we are talking about emotional wellness, then the social aspect comes in. Then now we are talking about occupational wellness, and values are coming back in here, and then and beliefs are coming back in here, and healthy relationships may also come in here. Where do you work? Are you excited to go to work every day? Are you contributing to the work, or is just draining you? Is just stressing you out? Your occupational wellness. Think about it, review it. If it's not helpful, if it's not helping you, if it's rather stressing you out, you just have to reconsider and see if you can change it. So think about work-life balance. It's not perfect. I think we discussed this. I don't know. The weeks have just mixed up, but we talked about the fact that there is nothing like a perfect work-life balance out there. But we have to try. We have to try. When you die, the work will go on. Your family needs you. You need yourself. You need yourself. If you have children, your children need you. So find the balance. Do well at work, but do well at home too. Do well with your social life too. Do well with your financial life too. Wherever you need to be there. So these are the 8 dimensions of health and wellness that we've gone through. We've spent such a wonderful time exploring these dimensions. We've talked about different tips. Now it's your turn to tell me what you are going to do with the information. Okay. Which dimension are you going to work on? Share with us. And then I'll take a moment to just turn around and look on the other platforms and see if I missed any comments. So right now I'm going back to YouTube. I thought I said I won't go back to YouTube. YouTube is quite tricky. Okay, I'll leave YouTube and then let's see which one can I go to. Let me look at Facebook. LinkedIn friends, you can go ahead and submit your questions. You can go out on and share your takeaway points for the week. What are you taking with you? We've been exploring the 8 dimensions. I've left them right here for you. And if you're enjoying the information too, go ahead and share it on your platforms. Let others enjoy it too. We are exploring holistic health and wellness. I will be definitely working on my spiritual wellness and definitely my emotional wellness. It's been a stressful season. Whew, so much stress. Financial wellness too, but financial wellness is a process. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I keep working on it. And I know we will get there. We'll get to the space where and we are comfortable, we get to the space where we have the financial independence we need. Everything is a process. I told you, I shared with you, everything is a process. None of them will come to us easily. So every day we have to work on them. You have to work on these dimensions. You can't work on everything at once. Some things may be a priority for you more than other people, but just look at yourself. Please take a moment to reflect. Take a moment to reflect. How is your life going? Look at these dimensions we've been talking about. How is your financial wellness going? How is your occupational wellness going? How is your emotional wellness? How about social wellness? You need to connect with people. Depression is real, really, really real. You don't want to be isolated, okay? So look at all those things and see how best you can improve on your well being, because we are here to thrive. I'm here to thrive. And I'm hoping that you are thriving with me too. So as I wait for the questions to come in, I'm going to go offline. I'm leaving the live broadcast, but I will be behind the screen. I'm looking forward to your questions. I'm looking forward to your takeaway points. Remember, we are here to thrive. Remember, we are here to be well. And we are not just doing any kind of wellness. So, this is holistic wellness. We are looking at all areas of our lives. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Wherever you are joining us from, there is an option for you to support us in a certain way. Please do that. And then I look forward to seeing you again next week. I look forward to thriving with you. We are going to keep exploring ways of thriving. We will not stop until we get there. And since there is nothing like perfect thriving, it means that we'll keep on learning till we can't learn anymore. I appreciate you. Oh, Isaac said, how do you achieve holistic wellness when you are faced with external challenges, such as work stress, family responsibilities, or financial constraints? How do you achieve holistic wellness? Isaac, it's a process. It's a process. You can't achieve all of these in one day. Which one can you start working on now? You are going through work stress. You have family responsibilities, you have financial constraints. I can actually see connection between the financial constraints and the work stress, right? If you don't make money, you are going to have family issues. You have family responsibilities. You have to feed people, you have to pay your bills. But you need the work. So if it's the work that is stressing you, can you consider other occupations? Sometimes fear is what holds us back. Some people stick to a certain job because they are afraid if they leave, they may not find something else, or it may take time to find something else. So, probably even as you are currently working on the stressful thing, not all stresses are bad, some stress are good. Okay, we have good stress, we have bad stress. You just have to analyze what kind of stress is that. Is it stress that is pushing you to do more and is healthy for you? Or it's just this kind of stress that is not relevant and is just putting more strain on you and your family and your finances and everything? Then maybe think about improving your intellect, right? Can you learn some more? Can you get an additional certificate, an additional something to help you get a better position? Can you do something on the side? And something, I'm using something because I'm not sure of the specific field, but maybe social media. Can you do some side gigs, managing people's pages, creating content for people so that you can get extra money there? If you have an educational background, maybe you can do some extra classes for people. Look for opportunities to serve. Money comes mostly through service. People need something, you provide for them, and then you get rewarded for that. So, how can you serve your community? How can you serve people? What skills do you have to serve? Look closely at that. Once you can provide the service people need, the money will come. And then for the family responsibilities, we can't avoid that. As thriving people, as responsible people, we need to embrace these responsibilities, right? Take care of our family. So one day at a time, try to do 1% better each day. So what can you do to make your family life better? What can you do to balance work? What can you do to get a better opportunity It may just be reading content online. Just that could help you improve. So I throw it back to you, Isaac. Take your time, be gracious to yourself because it takes time to build wealth. Yeah, but you do need your family, so don't mess that one up. Stay close and then see how you can work around the stress. If it's about stress, consider new opportunities, new ways that can help improve your life. Yeah. Thank you for the question. That was great. I was just about to hop off. But now we are on the 35th minute, so I still have to hop off. But I will definitely answer questions that come later. I wish you all the very best. I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and keep thriving. And please, let's thrive holistically. I'll see you next week. Bye.